How are we doing, everyone? Hope you're all well. Thanks for joining me for episode 4. You'll see the lake has still got the sun on it. I'm still in the same peg as I finished episode 3 in, and this episode I'm just going to try something a bit out there, a bit different, and see if I get a better or worse result than I got in episode 3. So let me spin you around and let's get into this one. So I have managed to set the rods up ready, basically just to hook my PVA bag of pellets on, which you'll see in a moment, and then we can get fishing. But I'm going to take you down and show you, because the rods are going to be positioned. These two this time are going to both go there, both fish tightest together wherever they land, as long as they're within half a rod length of each other. I'm happy with that. But I'm going to show you rod setup. Do you know what, let's do that. 18-pound KORDA contour fluorocarbon, length of dark matter tungsten tubing, 3-ounce swivel distance lead, KORDA run sleeve. You'll see the old tungsten anti-tangle, and then we've gone down to the dark matter braid. And on there is a spinner swivel. It used to have a ring on the older end I've tied the hook link to, but I cut that off, so it is just a spinner rig. And you'll see a piece of cork trapped with, I'm getting a right mess, there you go, hook bead either side of the old micro ring swivel. So that is going to be fished on that rod. That is also going to be fished on that rod. Identical setup. They're both going to go, like I say, within that zone there, half a rod length apart, with an absolutely massive bag of pellets, as you'll see shortly. But over on this one, this is going to be the forgotten about rod, because it isn't going to go, because you can probably spot it already. It's exactly the same rig, lead's different. I know what you're thinking, what the hell is he doing? I have no idea, but at some point I'm going to catch on yellow, aren't I? So who knows. Basically that's going to get launched in the middle of the lake, forgotten about. So we're just going to concentrate on these two rods this session. That's going to get one cast. It's going to be ornamental for the entire time. It's not getting moved. It's not going to go either, because it's got yellow on. You never know though, dear. It has a slight chance, microscopical chance, but you never know. But these two, I'm hoping they're going to be the winners, or going to do the business and get us a fish on this episode. So let me go grab the bags of pellet that are going on, because they are big bags, and let's get some bloody rods out. So here's the bags of pellets. What I'm going to do is, or I think I am, probably not, because I haven't even actually tried it yet, I can just hoop them round like that. So they're under so much tension, and when they explode, they will just put a mass spread of pellet on the floor. This is the old 11mm sweet nut from Pure Cuts, Davey Gummy. Do you know what? The mega pellets. Best pellets I've ever used, without a doubt. So all three rods are going to have the exact same bag. I'll just check that will bend round. So I don't know how many pellets are in there. I would guess, I don't know, 50 11mm in each one maybe. I think that's realistic. Yeah, about 50 pellets. So I'm just going to hook them on like that and chuck them out. I think what we'll do, we'll get that first one out of the way with, because that's just, like I say, going to go flying over there. Someone has turned up, but he's not a carp angler. I think he's after bream. I didn't even know there was bream in here. I've been fortunate enough not to catch one, so let's hope if anyone catches a bream today, it's him, not me. So let's get you on the stand. Let's get some rods in. There we have it. That's what's going out on one single grain of fake plastic slow sinking sweet corn. Not a chance, people, is it? Now it's time for those ones. Look at that. That is pretty much the hatch. I don't know. I think it'll go, you know. I think if the fish are still there and they're feeding, yeah, I think we might get one. Now time for the old middle rod, which is going literally half a rod length away from the left hand rod, hopefully, providing I get the cast right. That didn't go too well, did it? But it could be a sign, so we're leaving it. Well, that didn't go particularly too well, did it? The old middle rod hit the bloody water on the cast on the way out. It's not tangled on, I think. It's just landed in the deeper area. But do you know what? I'm going to leave it at least for the first hour. If nothing's happened, then I might wind it in and retie another bag and chuck it closer to the left one. But if the left one's not gone, then what's to say that the one next to it would have gone, you know? So things happen for a reason. Let's see how it goes. But for now, I'm going to put you on the old tripod, press record, and hope something happens. I will put the right hand rod in shot so you can see it, but nothing's going to happen. So just look to the left of the screen. Got more chance of seeing something happen. That's it then. We've got 3 out, all on massive bags of 11mm pellets with single small hook baits on a, I don't know, it's a spinner rig on a supple braided link, isn't it? That's what it is, I guess. If I had to say any rod's going to go to be the left, so I'd keep your eye on that one. As for the right hand one, I'd forget it's even there. Middle rod, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen, won't it? If it's not, it won't. So for now, I'm just going to get the kettle on, get him a little chair, and see how this one unfolds. Cheers all, first one of the episode. Some of you might be watching thinking, why has he started a new episode? He's already fishing, he's already there. Basically, I'm trying to keep these episodes short, go through different tactics until I find the right one. So instead of sitting all day on one method, say like I want to try 6 methods, I need to come in for 6 entire days to work out which one I think is the best approach to then see out my winter on here. Whereas if I do them in like 2-3 hour slots, when I'm here for a day, I can do 2 or 3 and I find that a lot quicker, and then I maximise my time fishing with what I feel is the right approach and right method for me during this winter on here. So that's why I'm doing them the way I am. Once I find something I'm happy with, when I come on it, it'll be the same thing. It'll be like a one-trick pony. And we're away, look at that. Right hand rod, it was the one. Told you, if it's men a go, it's men a go. That ain't been out there long either, is it? Get in there. Happy days. That cork, you know, there's something in that cork. There definitely is. So this one's got a abnormal little anal fin. It's got a bit of a kink in it. What are you? You're getting on, I don't know. You're close to doubles again. Good mouth. For a day ticket fish, definitely that's a good mouth. But yeah, lovely big old gut on it as well. Definitely having a feed up. Right, we're going to get this one back in while he fins are down. Yeah, do you know what? That's a double, I'd say. Yeah, that's £10, or very close to it if it's not. So let's get you out there. You've not been out the water long. Thank you very much. Off it goes back down to the depth. Well, that was quick. I'll best get another bag of pellets tied up, get the bloody rod back out there, and then I'll carry on with my coffee and what I was saying in my conversation. But happy days. Definitely on the fish here. This is definitely a good area to be in. That's that rod back out. I can show you now. My little coffee cup. yeah, that's how much I'd managed to drink before we'd had a bite, so happy days. Right, let's put you back on there and carry on the old conversation I was having with you. So I can't exactly remember where I got to, but I think I was trying to explain about why I'm doing episodes, like multiple episodes in a day and shorter ones, purely because of what's just happened. I've switched tactics and I've caught a fish a lot quicker than I did on the previous tactic. But you have to take into consideration episode 3, we started off over there. I've started episode 4 directly on an area that I've caught a fish from in the last episode, so already episode 4 I've got an advantage, whereas if I'd have started episode 3 in here, would I have caught more than I did, and would I have caught them quicker? Who knows? You know, that's all about working it out, but that's why I'm doing different things. I mean, I'm going to do the time slot on here with this, so this has got till about 2:30ish, and then I'm actually going to nip on the main lake after here and try and do a quick 1 hour viewer request, which is going to be quite an easy one to do. Depending how it goes, if we start having it away in here and getting bite after bite after bite, I'll stay here and finish it out till I have to go home. But I'm still going to give it the time slot, you know, regardless, whatever happens, it's either going to be the time slot or longer. But while I'm on the clip now, hopefully I'll get through this before we catch another one. Fingers crossed I don't know, it'd be cool. As always, I'll just take the time to say a massive thank you to you lot for supporting the channel in whatever way that you are. It really is appreciated. It really does mean a lot, especially all you lot that are subscribed. You really are helping the channel grow and more people discover it. That is the most supportive way you can support the channel. It is free, there's no contract. You can unsubscribe anytime if you get bored of the content I'm making, or you just go off your fishing for a bit or whatever. But like I say, if you do subscribe, click the bell icon, you'll know when I put a video out. But all my videos usually come out at 6 PM in the evening, so if you don't subscribe, you can't click the bell. If you don't want to be a subscriber but you want to watch the regular videos that I can get out 6 PM in the evening, if it's going to be one, it'll be there. If you don't want to subscribe for whatever reason, maybe give the video a thumbs up or comment every now and then. But again, if you just want to watch the videos, be left in peace to enjoy it, and then turn it off when you've had enough, equally you're still supporting the channel by giving me the view. So whatever it is you do to support me, from me, honestly, thank you very much. It genuinely is meant. So now I'm going to put you back in the correct position where you can watch all 3 rods and see if we get one more. But now cork, you know, there really is something in that little cork hook bait. But for now, it's coffee time. Watch the rods. Fingers crossed we get one more. Well, you have been on the tripod for maybe 40 odd minutes. Nothing has happened. I've not seen anything, but to be honest, I've seen no fish activity all day. I've just had at the blue bites, you know, that's just how it's been. There is a bit of a ripple blowing in towards us now. The sun has properly moved around. This is all in the shade now, pretty much. This was beaming sunshine, so I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, are these fish going to move and stay in the sun? Are they going to move away from here, go over there where the sun is? Do I start this side of the lake in the morning, move over to that side in the afternoon? I don't know. It's all learning it to get the most out of each session when I come here, you know, because it's only going to get harder, isn't it now? Up to now, trick nut works and cork works. Anything match the hatch or low key is working. Anything bright, haven't had a bite on anything bright at the moment, have I? So yeah, that's all I can take from it. But anyway, I'm going to put you back on the tripod, keep watching the rods. Like I say, they could go any second. Be nice to get another one, but if we don't, like I say, we don't, I'll go over the main lake and see if we can nick one out of there before I leave today. So what I'm actually going to do with the right hand rod is I'm going to give it like a second wind. You'll see behind me there, the sun is beaming on that far bank, so I'm going to wind the right hand rod in, throw it to the far side, clip it up, bring it back in, hook a smaller bag of pellets on because I just won't get the kind of range with that massive bag of 11 mils. Put a smaller bag of pellets on. I'm going to fish the right hand rod to the far margin tightly just to see if there is anything up there, because you never know, that could tell me whether I need to move in the afternoons if I start this side in the mornings like I mentioned, and maybe go that side in the afternoons. So at least if I've got a line going across there tight, even if I don't get a bite, if I get liners, it tells me that there is fish over that side when the sun goes around that side. So I'm going to wind it in, clip it up, and we'll get it back out there. So I've repositioned the buzzer so I can fish the rod straight towards the far bank tightly. Took the rig off, we're just going to cast over there, try to get it tight to the reed, clip it up, wind it in and chuck it back out. Sounds simple. Let's see how many times it takes to get this bloody thing right. So we're not even in the lake, we're the other side of the lake in the bloody reeds. Never mind. All right, we'll take that one then. Just scratch the floor so I make sure I stand in the right place, because if not we're going in the reeds again, but this time with a rig on. So that's why I don't have a rig on when I clip up, because I'd have just had to pull for a break then if not. So let's get this on. I've noticed these quick clips, I struggle with them. I don't know whether it's because I've got fat fingers or not, but I just struggle to hook the hook link over. They're great once they work, it's just for me I find them a little bit tricky. So there's the old wonder rig. I mean, I'm wondering why I've even got it on, that kind of rig. So we're just going to hook bag of pellets on, stand in the same spot, and we'll see what happens over there. Right, there's the line. Nice, that is tight. Right, that's better. It's a slightly different angle for you lot to look at, and I now feel like I've brought that third rod into play. Not that the fact that I feel I'm going to catch anything, because I'm most likely not, but if it tells me something information wise, then it's served a purpose. You know, in this episode it has played a role, instead of just being chucked randomly in the middle, and it's probably going to stay there and do nothing. If I get a line off it, I'll be happy, because it tells me that maybe in the afternoons I need to move around that side of the lake. So if I'm information fishing and I catch some information, I'm happy. If I catch a fish, I'll be absolutely gobsmacked, but you just never know. So let's see what happens. I think we've got just under an hour left, so let's see how that goes. Well, it's 5 to 2, 5 more minutes and we're going to get those in, but you'll see the lake's flat calm still. The sun is sort of more over that side, but I don't know, I can't see why the fish won't still be here, you know. So we'll give it 5 more minutes, but I'm guessing the next thing you see will be an outro. So that's it, all 3 rods are in, and I've been thinking while I've been sitting waiting for a bite that sadly not came, or a second bite I should say, instead of now going around to the main lake and doing a viewer request on a setup I know is going to work, whether it works on the day or not is irrelevant, but I know it will definitely work. I'm going to use my time more wisely, and I'm going to start making episode 5. We're going to stay in here, episode 5. I'm going to do exactly the same as what I've done, put the rods where I've already put them in this episode, just with a different end setup on. And if I don't catch anything in episode 5, maybe I can write off that what I'm thinking might not work in here. You know, I'm going to spend 20 minutes going around that lake, getting packed up from here, go around the other lake, get set up. That's 20 minutes fishing time I'm losing. I've got just under 2 hours left. By the time I get started, I'll have just under the 2 hour mark. That's close enough. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay here and try something in here. So hopefully you'll join me for that, see what it is, see how it goes. But again, from me, thanks for watching. Don't forget the old thumbs up, subscribe and all that business. And hopefully I'll see you for the next episode, like I say, which will be in here. So until then, thanks for watching. Be lucky on the bank yourself. And yeah, see you on the next one.